The galaxy burns. Terra lies broken beneath a blackened sky, its oceans boiling, its cities reduced to ash and screaming iron. The Imperial Palace, once the symbol of humanity's unity, now stands shattered, its golden walls desecrated by the banners of chaos. And upon the ruins of mankind's greatest dream stands one figure. Horus Lupercal, Warmaster. Conquer.bet.Victor. But what would truly happen if Horus had won the Horus Heresy? To understand this dark future, we must first imagine the impossible moment, the Emperor's defeat. During the final battle aboard the Vengeful Spirit, the Emperor confronts his fallen son. In our timeline, the Emperor destroys Horus, but is mortally wounded. But in this alternate reality, hesitation costs everything. The Emperor still loves his son, and Horus does not hesitate. Empowered fully by the Chaos Gods, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh acting in terrible unity, Horus strikes with divine fury. The Emperor is overwhelmed, not merely slain physically, but spiritually shattered. His soul, the guiding light of humanity, is torn apart and consumed by the warp. The Astronomicon dies instantly. Across the galaxy, navigators scream as the guiding beacon vanishes. Thousands of Imperial ships are lost in warp storms within moments. Humanity is suddenly blind. And Terra falls. The loyalist Primarchs still fighting across the Sol system feel it immediately. Rogel Dorn senses the Emperor's death like a blade through his soul. Sanguinius is already dead. Guilliman is too far away to intervene. The remaining loyalists face a horrifying truth: the Imperium has lost. Without the Emperor, resistance collapses. The traitor legions flood Terra, turning the cradle of humanity into the greatest chaos shrine ever created. The Imperial Palace becomes a fortress temple dedicated to the dark gods. Billions die in rituals that permanently scar reality itself, and Horus ascends as ruler of mankind. But here lies the first great irony. Horus never wanted to destroy humanity. He believed he was saving it. He imagined a galaxy where space marines ruled fairly, where human bureaucrats no longer wasted lives, and where the Emperor's cold vision was replaced by warrior honor. Yet chaos never grants victory without a price. At first, Horus attempts to stabilize the Imperium. He declares himself Emperor in all but name, Warmaster Eternal. Surviving Imperial institutions are reorganized under the Sons of Horus. Loyalist resistance is crushed through brutal compliance campaigns, far worse than those of the Great Crusade. The imperial truth dies completely. Religion explodes across humanity, but not worship of the Emperor. Now humanity worships chaos. Openly, world after world falls into cult devotion. Some planets dedicate themselves to endless war. Others decay into plague-ridden wastelands. Entire systems become pleasure realms of excess and madness. The warp bleeds into real space more each year. Without the Emperor's psychic presence holding reality together, warp storms expand uncontrollably, travel becomes unreliable, communication breaks down. The galaxy fractures into isolated domains ruled by traitor Primarchs, and this is where Horus begins to lose control. Because the Primarchs were never meant to share power, Fulgrim transforms entire sectors into decadent nightmares. Angron wages eternal wars that destroy valuable worlds instead of conquering them. Mortarion spreads plagues that wipe out populations Horus needs alive. Magnus sinks deeper into warp sorcery, pursuing knowledge beyond sanity. Even Perturbo grows resentful, building empires within empires. The unity of the rebellion collapses into rivalry. Chaos feeds on division. The Warmaster realizes too late that he is no longer the master of events. He is their prisoner. The Chaos Gods begin withdrawing their unity, each pulling Horus toward their own purpose. His mind fractures under their influence. Moments of clarity become rare. The noble general, who once inspired loyalty, slowly transforms into a living avatar of chaos undivided. Meanwhile, the surviving loyalists refuse to die quietly. Roboute Guilliman establishes a desperate bastion in Ultramar, forming a fragmented human empire dedicated to survival rather than conquest. The Lion returns from the shadows, waging guerrilla wars against traitor supply lines. Vulcan protects refugee worlds. Becoming a mythic guardian figure, humanity splits into two civilizations, one enslaved to chaos, one fighting simply to endure. Ironically, Horus's victory creates a weaker galaxy for chaos in the long term. Endless infighting denies the dark gods a single decisive apocalypse. Instead of one Imperium resisting chaos for 10,000 years, the galaxy becomes a constant battlefield of unstable warp corruption. Reality itself begins to erode. Demon worlds multiply. Entire star systems vanish into the immaterium. Time flows unpredictably. Some planets experience centuries in days. Others remain frozen in repeating moments of terror. And then comes the ultimate consequence. Without the Emperor bound to the Golden Throne, the Webway project collapses completely. The hidden human Webway gate beneath Terra explodes open, unleashing an endless demonic invasion directly into the heart of real space. Terra becomes a permanent warp rift, a new eye of terror far larger than the original. Humanity's birthplace becomes its greatest wound. Even Horus cannot control this. The Chaos Gods achieve their true goal, not victory, but eternal conflict. Eventually, Horus himself begins to fade. His body mutates under divine power. No longer entirely physical, some say he becomes a demon Primarch greater than all others. Others claim the gods discard him once he outlives his usefulness. The Warmaster, who sought freedom, becomes a puppet. And humanity? It survives, but twisted. Instead of the grim stagnation of the Imperium we know, humanity exists in constant mutation, war, and worship of powers beyond comprehension. Technology regresses faster. Knowledge is lost. Entire human cultures evolve into chaos-aligned species barely recognizable as human. The dream of unity dies forever. But here is the darkest twist of all. In defeating the Emperor, Horus may have doomed chaos to eventual starvation. Because humanity under chaos burns to fast, civilizations collapse quickly. Populations die faster than they can recover, without structure or stability. The emotional energy chaos feeds upon becomes chaotic, but unsustainable. The galaxy slowly consumes itself. In the far future of this timeline, there is no Imperium of man, no Astronomicon, no long war lasting 10,000 years. Only scattered survivors hiding in the darkness of a dying galaxy while warp storms swallow the stars one by one. Horus won the Heresy, and in doing so, he ensured that no one truly won at all. Because the Emperor's greatest achievement was never conquest. It was survival, and without him, humanity's future burns bright, but only for a moment, before the darkness claims everything.